stacking up for a Porsche. Street kings, bitch, the block will endorse. I'm on my third meal, nigga, full course. My game back me in case I need force. You got a complex, your money too short. And now I'm on the flip. Burner on the hip, try me get clipped. You niggas pussy, nigga, he clip. Fuck with me, get burned like a spliff.
Let the record reflect. What's up, man? You gotta introduce yourself. I don't know what to call you, man. What you want to call yourself? Yeah.
How you doing, world?
You got multiple aliases. You got many handles, man. The infamous.
My podcast handle is Mr. Tony C's.
Tony C's. Shit, man. I want to talk about. I don't know what you want to chop it up about, man. What you want to get on? Twitter's crazy.
We can kind of bounce around. We can go about the internet to the 2004 females to just, just the way life is these days from how they was 20 years ago.
Shit, man. How is life these days? Life is crazy these days. Take this jacket off, man.
First thing I'm noticing is, this is my opinion. Everybody got their own opinions on life, but one of the main things I'm noticing these days is how life has a lot of people's backs against the walls. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's just in California, or because I think California it got people backs against the wall just to live in. Like, the cost of living is so high out here.
That's kind of interesting you made that point, and I'm going to explain to you why. Let's take the smash and grabs. You're predominantly seeing a lot of smash and grabs in California and in New York. And I heard New York is a very expensive place to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, San Francisco, there's a few spots. That's hard.
Like, when the last time have you seen on the news a smash and grab in Texas?
I think it's just really out here in Cali, to be honest.
Yeah, Cali got our backs against the walls. There's a lot of inflation going on out here.
That's because motherfuckers, the cost of living is so high, and shit, poverty. Like, just driving to San Bernardino, you see how the poverty is out there?
Very, very high, intense homeless rate,
Like, even in Pomona, like, even right here in our own backyard, like, it's so many homeless people these days to where it's hard to get around it.
Yeah, that's why you got stability, man. Like we was talking about earlier, man, we came from a phase of, hustling to now the phase is a work ethic phase.
Yeah, it's like you gotta work for it now. Like, shit, I ain't have a job until my late years.
That old school saying, man, if you don't work, you don't eat,
Shit is fucked up out here in California. So, do you think we should leave California, or should we just go with the times and build up out here? Because I think if we let go, we ain't gonna have nothing to come back to.
Yeah, that's a good question, because it has a lot to do with your positioning in life. Like a lot of people, like I know me in my situation, it'd be hard for me to leave when my family here.
That's what I'm saying.
If it was just me and I didn't have no family out here, it'd be, easy to leave. But when you is a supporter and people depends on you, it's like they support system leaving. And if you leave, you're going to have to take everybody or everything with you, But I love Cali. This place is magnificent, man. You know what I mean?
I say that to say because I know you travel like I travel, and I've been in some states, and it's cool in them states, but after so long, it's just like you want to come back to Cali, even though shit is high and all the inflation and the laws is fucked up, and you know what I'm saying. But it's still like, I guess this is like our headquarters or something.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. When I used to go down south, I used to go to Shreveport, Atlanta. I be gone from home. I leave Cali, be down south, Texas, about 2-3 weeks. After 2-3 weeks, you be like, wait, hold on, man. You can't find no Chinese food. You can't find, you know what I mean? You can't find no good Mexican food.
All they restaurants is in the gas stations.
Yeah, you know.
Like, that shit, it's different, for sure, it's different.
You know, much love to, White Castle and, and Whataburger and, you know what I mean, and the Waffle House, but come on, man. Taco Mexico? Man, I don't know if y'all know about Taco Mexico, man.
Man, I eat there all day, like at least 3 times a week.
Taco Mexico got some good food, man. These,
Yeah, I don't know what I did with my joint.
Taco Mexico got some good food.
Yeah.
I even sat it down somewhere. Another one too was, so being in California is a diverse community from all ethics. Like when I used to go down south, you just your own kind. It's like predominantly blacks and whites. Soul food on every corner. You know what I mean? You get out there, you get the mix, you're like, damn, man, where the white people at? Where the Asians at?
Where the Mexicans at?
Where the Mexicans at?
That's where I was like, when I was like on the East Coast and shit like that, I'm so used to seeing like our type of Mexicans, not to throw shade on Mexicans, nothing wrong with Mexicans, nothing, but like they don't have like the ones we used to seeing out here, like the Paisas.
Paisas, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have the Paisas out there. You know what I'm saying?
They don't got the Serranos and Norteños. Like, it's a different walk of life.
Yeah, shit different. It's totally different. But see, they price. See, the price out there is different. Like the cost of living is different out there too, because their minimum wage and everything is different too. So it's like the shit. I don't know. I'm just so used to Cali, man. I just really want to build the foundation here because it's like this is where everybody want to be. It's like this is where the gold is at. You feel me? So it's like if you leave here, then the rest of the people take over here. Then where we gonna be at?
It's a gamble though, and the reason why I say it's a gamble because, or no, it's not a gamble. It's a teeter-tot. It's a way of a scale, and let me explain to you what I mean by that. So you got, I gotta say this correctly. Okay, back to where we be going down south and all that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oklahoma and Alabama. The African American, quote unquote black race is a high percentage. Even if it's a 50% percentage. In California, we're talking blacks, 10%. Asians, you know what I mean? Arabians, we only make up 8 to 10%.
Yeah, real shit.
And out of that 8 or 10%,
we'll be holding it down though.
3% is blacks. So, that's another big factor to pay attention to. Like, I go in Walmart sometime, and I know you could agree with this. Sometimes you be the only black man in there.
Shit, a lot of these stores, especially when you start getting money and you start going into these other big name stores that normal people don't go in, they not used to seeing black people. They look at you like you about to steal something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They following you around the store like you ain't got no money. You damn near got to pull the money out just to buy something before you even buy it.
And that's because our percentage rates of African or people of color or our skin statute is so low out here, so
I don't think it was always low. I think it's low now because they running this off with the prices.
Yes.
They running this off with the high ass rent. They running this off with a lot of shit. So a lot of people was unable to to build a foundation out here, so they run into all these other states and shit. And I don't want to be one of the ones that run out, because I feel like it's something here that make these other people want to be here and push us out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got to remember this too. A lot of it came from us running our own selves out. Like,
Yeah, true too.
like let's take our parents and uncles and aunties.
A lot of it came from gang banging and
It
bullshit.
was so much gang.
It was so
banging.
much gang banging to where, like, even though we claiming these cities and all this, the police will tell you can't even be in your own city that your hood is from. That'd be one of your probation restrictions and shit like that now. It's like, so they trying to keep you out.
Like let's take the Bloods and the Crips. A predominant black stronghold in the gang environment. Bloods and Crips. Yeah, you got white Crips now, Mexican Bloods, Asians, but Crips and Bloods, Crips and Crips, Bloods and Bloods, we killed each other so much.
That was part of the agenda.
That we destroyed our own communities.
I was watching some shit, right? Do you believe that we're the new Indians, or we are the original Indians? Because I say this to say, let me break it down too. Because the Indians is tribal, and the gangs is tribal, basically. You feel me? It's like the gangs is like tribes. It's like we won't go outside our tribes. You feel me? So it's just like, and it's territorial. I think this shit is like it's the same game, and the white people is still playing the cowboy.
What we didn't do as black peoples, we didn't foundate our tribal mentalities in a professional manner than what we should have did it.
Yeah, we didn't. We really wasn't. We didn't have the knowledge though, or the resources.
Yes.
They always kept the knowledge and the resources from them. So it's like. But I think the gang banging shit is more tribal. I think we cling on to the gang banging because of the Indian blood in us.
I could agree with some format of that, because let's take the Indians, and I'm going to tell you where I can agree with that. The Indians are very territorial.
Yes, that's all they fought for, is their territory.
They have Indian reservations. Look at us. We was very territorial. You was from this hood, that hood. This is my street. This is my area. So yes, it can be balanced out as territorial. It can be balanced out as tribal. Where we made I don't want to call it mistake, but where we made the wrong decisions at was our chiefs. You get what I'm saying? Our leaders at the time didn't format it in a manner to make it last and to bring a legacy to it. Because trip this out. If you pay attention, give me a handshake. Okay, that's how we handshake. The Indians, they handshake like this.
Yeah, they all kind of other shit.
They do this. That's togetherness. They don't give that. They give togetherness. You know what I mean? That's why they had a reservations of community. So our leaders and our forefounders didn't.
They misled us.
They misled us and didn't create togetherness.
Nah, they created separation.
You know?
It's so much separation, so much. It's like motherfuckers will be on the next block from you, but
and be killing each other up.
You wouldn't even fuck with them.
And don't like them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you was raised not to fuck with them, and not, so y'all going at it. Like, that's how California is.
Yeah, and a lot of that has a lot to do with black folks love to initiate symbols. black folks love to wear Gucci and Prada and be showing off and big rims. And so a lot of anger and greed and animosity come from, you look better than me. I want to look better than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, motherfuckers want to stun on each other.
They want to stun on each other.
Instead of telling the next people how to get there.
Yes, instead of stunting
or,
together.
Or where they got it from. Or,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, everybody want to be different in a way, I guess. But,
yeah, you know.
But yes, that shit fucked up, too.
I just know in 2024, it should just be a whole different thinking of the mentality of our own race, man. Can you imagine how many black people would be alive if we didn't destroy our own communities with gangbanging, with hating?
I could just imagine how our communities would be if a lot of our grandparents didn't sell their houses or didn't lose their houses and shit like that. Like, it's a lot of shit that disabled the black communities too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, they basically forced us out in so many ways. You know what I'm saying?
Then there was a lot of genocide. You can't forget that.
Yeah, the dope game.
The dope game.
Yeah, that's what really killed us off, and that's what we need to be rebuilding right now.
Yes.
We need to be rebuilding it, but instead of rebuilding it, they forced another drug on us, the fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? And that's killing people worse than the fucking crack.
Yes.
And that's if it's not killing you, it's fucking up your brain, got you out here doing some crazy ass shit. Like, so I mean, this shit is just fucked up now. It's hard. It's hard to even find a stable-minded person these days.
A millennial genocide. You know what I mean? It's a saying that says history repeats itself. You know what I mean? When we was little kids, we was coming up in the 80s, they had crack. Before then, our parents and grandparents was coming up, it was a strong epidemic of heroin. What they was on LSD and all them pills and all of that stuff. And then from there, we had a strong crack scene, and then we went to a strong sherm scene. Everybody was smoking PCP. Then after PCP died out, everybody started smoking methamphetamines, and everybody was on meth.
Yeah, man.
And now we just got a strong opioid.
Opiates.
You know, the opiates, fentanyl.
And not just the fentanyl, a lot of them other prescription drugs too, though. They really killing us at the pharmacy, low key.
They legalized it.
And what's so cold is, I was just talking about this the other day on another podcast that I was doing by myself and shit. It's like the doctors, it's no real doctors no more. They just trying to get you on a drug.
Because they get paid. It's a money thing.
Yeah, like the doctor don't even help you no more. They just like, oh, you need what? Oh, I'm gonna prescribe this for you. You feel me? Like, they trying to get you on that shit. Knowing it's gonna get you hooked.
About a month ago, I went to the doctor. The doctor said, he wrote down some information. Said it was a place in Upland. He said, call this place Monday and go there. And they would love to have you there because they need to test medication and they will pay you.
Oh, wow. So they want you to be a what? Oh, wow.
And that's what it is.
And imagine how many people really went for that. They
Exactly.
probably didn't have no money and nowhere to go, thinking like, that's what a lot of people was doing now with that, damn, what's that shit called? Where they go and they get paid for the, it ain't the blood, it's the plasma.
Plasma, yeah.
I'm like, damn, what is these people doing with the plasma? What you think?
What they're doing is,
Because they paying you for this shit now. Like,
they using it on scientific levels. They say COVID was created in a laboratory.
I'm pretty sure it was.
They say HIV and AIDS
All
was
this shit
created,
was created
in a laboratory.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing with our blood and our plasma. They're doing scientific test.
Cause I'm thinking like me personally, when I don't know, I wouldn't do shit like that because I just be thinking how they trying to clone us and shit. You feel me?
Yeah. I heard they got human clone. Do you remember about, it could be almost 10 years now, when they impregnated that lady and she had 8 kids? You remember that lady?
Uh-huh.
It was a lady. She had became famous. She was on TV every day. They injected semen in her somehow, and that lady ended up having 8 children.
Dang.
True story.
Mm.
8 children, homie. And I heard a couple years ago they cloned the first human.
I wouldn't doubt it. Just like they got the aliens now. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
they been knew they had aliens. Shit, if you ask me, we the aliens.
You know, they speak on aliens in the Bible. If you read the Bible, it says in the Bible, aliens. You know what I mean?
They knew we had aliens. They just slipped up.
I just seen on the news about a couple months ago, they just got a signal. You heard about that one? The signal.
Mm-hmm.
They said they got a signal in space that came from like so many, don't quote me, but it was either like hundreds of thousands of something or millions of something. They got a signal from a radar from,
So something out there.
it's been out there. And now, not trying to get all freaky and crazy, but I personally feel, so when you drive into Las Vegas, I know you've seen it so many times, that XXYY, ZZX.
Don't get off on that exit.
That's right there. We pass that all the time.
I know.
Okay.
I would never get off. I was running out of gas one time, nigga, and I would not get off on that exit. I was like, no, I was gonna try my best to get past, and I did. I got past it, but hey, man, yeah, don't get off on that exit.
I tried to turn around on the freeway one time and drove up in there. They made my black ass